Now the last step for refactoring your application with AWS is deploying the artifacts. So I want to deploy the artifacts to an Amazon Simple Storage Amazon S3 bucket in a different account. So for this, you have to use two accounts, a development account and a production account. And you have to create an AWS KMS to use with code pipeline in the development account. So we'll directly, these are the steps that we have to follow, and we'll directly go to the AWS KMS console in the development account. We'll go here, we'll go into AWS Management Console. You must use the AWS Key Management Service KMS customer managed key for your cross account deployments. If the key isn't configured, then code pipeline encrypts the object with the default encryption, which can't be decrypted by the role in the destination account. So here we'll go into KMS, Key Management Service. In our developmental account, in the navigation pane, we have to choose the customer managed keys. And when the customer managed key dashboard opens up, we have to create a key. For key type, we have to choose the symmetric key because we are going to use the same key for both encryption and decryption operations. We have to expand the advanced options. For key material, we'll choose KMS and then we'll choose next. We'll choose next. For alias, we'll just enter the alias key, say my key. Or we can choose it like, we can have it like S3 deploy key. Fine. And then we'll choose the next. Choose next, and then the define key administrative permissions page opens up. In the key administrative section, we'll select an AWS identity and access management. And we'll basically select the AWS IAM user or a role as the key administrator. Say we'll choose this one, and we'll choose next. The define key usage permission page opens up. In the other AWS account, we'll choose another AWS account. Say we'll choose for Amit. We'll choose another AWS account for Amit. Fine. In the text box that appears at the account ID of the production account, here we have to add the account ID of the production account. Say this, Amit. And we'll go for next. You can also select an existing service role in this account. If you select an existing service role, skip the steps in the update, the KMS usage policy in the developmental account, and then we will review the policy. This is the policy here. We'll review it, and then we'll go for finish. And now what we'll do, we'll open the code pipeline console. We'll open the code pipeline console because we have to create a code pipeline in the developmental account. We'll open the code pipeline console and we'll create a pipeline. For pipeline name, we have to enter a name for our pipeline. For example, we'll add a pipeline name, say cross account deploy. And for the role name, we have to give the text box is populated automatically with the service role name. You can also choose another existing service role with access to the KMS key. And then we'll expand the advanced settings. For your artifact store, you will select the default location. You have to note that you can select custom location if that is required for your use case. For encryption key, we have to select customer managed key. And for KMS customer managed keys, select the key alias from the list. For us, it was S3 deployed key for this example. Then we'll just choose next. And then the Edge storage stage page opens up. For service provider, we have to choose the Amazon S3. For bucket, we have to enter the name of your development input bucket, S3 bucket. For S3 object, enter sample website .zip, website.zip. So to use a sample AWS website instead of your own websites, we can search for sample static websites in the prerequisites, and we can deploy static website files to your Amazon S3 section. Now to change the detection, for the change detection options, we have to choose Amazon CloudWatch events, then choose next. On the Add Build stage page, we have to choose skip build stage and then choose skip. On the Add deploy stage page for deploy providers, choose your Amazon S3. We have to choose Amazon S3. For region, we have to choose the AWS region that your production output S3 bucket is in. For example, it's in US East North Virginia. If the production output buckets region is different than your pipeline region, then you must verify you're using your AWS KMS multi-region key with the multiple replicas. Your pipeline has artifact stores in both regions. For bucket, will enter the name of your production bucket. That is okay. Select the extract file. Extract file. Before select, we have to select the extract file before deploy checkbox. Note, if needed, you have to enter the path for the deployment path. We had to choose select. Okay, create. Now we have to create a pipeline. And this is how your pipeline cross account deploy has been created. Now, after this, what happens? You have to update the KMS usage policy in the developmental account. You'll open your KMS. You'll go into key management service. You'll select your key. You'll select your key, that is S3, deploy key. Once for that, you have to so this is how your keys will be updated.